Hello, and thank you for joining me. There's a body of actors here in New York City that supplement their theater work solely, pun intended, by performing as union background. After the math is done, this potentially provides them with both pension and health benefits. And as I have mentioned previously here, I'd pretty much ignored this as a means to a beneficial end for a very long time. During the 1990s, I could count on the fingers of one hand the number of days I spent working as an extra. One of those days was as a juror on Law and Order, and it was there that I met a wonderful gentleman, a background sage, well loved by the crew and known by all. He'd an extraordinary history as a background actor that dated far enough back to relate war stories about cantankerous director Henry Hathaway's forcing extras to carry torches so close to their face that it singed their eyebrows back in the 1950s. Well, I was, of course, all appreciative ears as he obligingly shared wonderful warhorse gossip from his Hollywood heyday experiences. He also offered me some salient advice. He told me that in New York it was wisest for an actor to put pride on a back burner and to focus on this kind of work as a practical way to serve yourself both financially and professionally. Granted, if you were doing background, it was understood that you would most likely never appear in that series or film as a principal, but production was beginning to become very rich in the city, and what you would observe on sets would be invaluable. So by the time 2009 had rolled into place, I had a pretty handsome list of theater credits under my belt. I'd also written 3 plays, seen 2 of them professionally produced, and fostered 2 theater companies here in the city. But, as with so many other actors like me, stable income remained a challenge, and I was tired from having to juggle so many jobs to make ends meet. My veteran friend's words at last fell on ears willing to employ his salient advice. I knew that responsibilities dictated my remaining in the city for at least a few months. I continued to listen to and to engineer much good advice from other working actors I was associating with on sets. The clear and practical choice was to continue for as long as it would take to establish my SAG pension. And after almost 10 years and over 600 sets later, I did just that. I made many wonderful friends in the BG trenches, strengthened numbers, softened many an edgy incident. Probably my greatest gift came with my literally brushing shoulders with legendary actors, just being in such close proximity to the likes of Max von Sydow and Albert Finney. But I digress. The glitter that came with my gold was in actuality glistening beads of perspiration. In fact, this short series of adventures has all been leading to one particularly hot and humid day. A day that prefaced Charlene's next modest magnum opus, which I promise, at long last, to open the gates to very soon.